I wanted to answer the question that sometimes get asked, especially from people that are new or kind of just checking out the real estate investing, world, which is real estate investing ethical? Because you hear of stories all the time of, this person took advantage of this old lady, this old man, they pulled the wool over their eyes and they, took advantage of a situation. The point that I want to make on this is there are good and bad people. Regardless of industry, there are good and bad car salesmen, there are good and bad real estate agents, there are good and bad real estate investors, there's good and bad doctors, there's good and bad attorneys and lawyers, right? So what you have to be looking at is, who are you going to be? And so when it comes to real estate investing, it's really about what's your intent. What I look at and how our business operates is we are looking at creating a win-win situation with every seller, with everyone that we're working with involved in a deal. For example, marketing to properties that are in distress. Obviously these people, maybe they're in pre-foreclosure, maybe they're tax delinquent, maybe they're getting a divorce, they're having distress already occurring in their lives. So part of what our job is to do as a real estate investor, and in my opinion as an ethical real estate investor, is to see what we can do to help them with that situation. And sometimes the best solution for a seller is not going to be selling their house cash or on creative terms to my company. And that's okay. The way that our company takes and approaches working real estate deals is, when we're working with these sellers, we're trying to disqualify them by trying to identify what is the best solution for this seller. We're never trying to say, oh, well, it's only worth this much money or anything like that. The way that we approach those conversations with the sellers is very consultative. And why don't you list it? Why don't you rent it? Why don't you just keep it? Why would you want to sell to us? I don't know if this makes sense for us to do business together. Like, those are the things that we're doing to push them away, to see if there's truly a better option that's going to be a better solution for that homeowner. The thing is, the people that we buy from, the people that it does make sense for us to buy from, they sell to us because all of the other options don't make sense for them. And so typically, people sell for a discount. They sell for less than what their property is worth because you're solving problems for them. And solving problems is a very high paid skill within the world. For example, a seller has a bunch of stuff in the house. Maybe they inherited it. They don't want to deal with all the stuff. Maybe they'd have to fly into town to clean it up, ship all that stuff out, then fix up the house, then find a real estate agent, list it, deal with inspections, deal with appraisals, deal with escrow and the agent and negotiations and all of those things. And if you're able to wipe all those things off their plate and say cash close in 2 weeks, and they don't have to do any of those things that they were having to do, you're creating convenience. You're creating an opportunity for them to just have some peace and some relaxation around the fact that they don't have to do all those things they thought they were going to have to. And yes, they sell for a discount because you're solving those problems. They're not selling to you for a discount because you're just, a sleazeball and you're trying to convince them their property is only worth so much. You're getting them to sell to you for a discount because of all the problems that you're solving. And by having a real conversation of like, look, our company has to make a profit. That's how we're in business. That's how I feed my family. And so, for us, we have to make sure the numbers make sense. And so, those are very candid, upfront conversations that are happening. And so, like I said at the beginning of this video, there's good doctors, good lawyers, bad lawyers, good car salesmen, bad car salesmen. The same goes for real estate investors. We've all heard of horror stories of real estate investors that are total buttholes, that take advantage of people, and that really should be in jail. But you are the one that gets to choose how you do business, and the way that our company has always done business is around doing the right thing. It's actually one of the core values of our company, is doing the right thing, no matter whether it's going to benefit us or not, because it's the right thing to do. There is plenty of opportunity for good, ethical investors to make a bunch of money and help a lot of people along the way. Hopefully that was helpful to give a little bit of perspective around that, and it's really your choice on who you want to be. It's not the industry itself, it's about how you are going to treat people, and that's what it comes down to. I have a ton of other videos on real estate investing, so you can check those out if you do want to go down the rabbit hole, and we'll see you in the next video.